Hello, CrossFit Garage. It is Andy McCann, where routine is the enemy and competition is king. Remember, in the competition, it's not necessarily going out there and fighting someone, but it's finding that person or that score that you want to push against to help you get better. There's no better way to push yourself in performance than to compete. So compete in a loving spirit, but still compete. This week's workouts, let me slide through them, and then we'll go back through them for everyone else who wants to hear more. All right, so you can pause those and look at them all you want. For the rest of us, you want to hear why we do what we do, here it goes. Monday, we're going to hit the new baseline. Run through this little workout. It's a chipper you go straight through. Shouldn't take very long, but it will warm you up and get all your body nice and moving. And then you're going to jog and stretch and jog and work on run technique, like keeping your hands out, don't cross the center of your body. If the coach sees you have a lazy foot, and a lot of us do, then he'll give you some help for that. The easiest one is to do backward lunges and even slide your foot like a sock on that concrete floor. Slide your foot up. But we want to learn how to run well, and we're going to do our test run again around the gym. Remember, if you start on the outside, which you should, then you should use the outside parking lot. If you start from the inside, which you really shouldn't, then you'll use the inside parking lot. After that, you're going to cool down and hit a 1-rep thruster max. We haven't done this one in quite some time, but what we're entering is a 3-week period where we're going to test out some of the WODs you've been working on, as well as the lists we've been practicing. Some of these lists we're just going to throw in there because I need to get numbers for some of these new people, but also you guys should experience the awesomeness of a heavy thruster, so you'll know that when it comes up in a workout. And I'll explain all that at the end of this video here. The next workout is a longer one, so it's a 19-minute, as many rounds as possible. RX, you're going to start off with a 3 rope climb buy-in or 3 seated rope pull-ups. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 of those. And then move into a bunch of work. RX Plus, you're going to cash out with the rope climb. So when the time ends, so when 19-minute goes beep, you're done, you're going to move right into your rope climb. You're going to try to knock out 5 of them and then write down in the notes the total time. So like your time might be 25:52. That's how long it took you. So write that in the notes so we can all look at where we were at. The movements themselves, there's only 4, and they're a lot of them, or the volume is high on each one of them. So toes to bar 20. If it was like 5, I could crunch through it and get into the power snatches. At 20 toes to bar with a 19-minute workout, you're really going to have to think about, hey, I need to break this up in some way, shape, or fashion. So this kind of workout is more about learning your body and where to break it up, not to push as hard as you can all the time, all the way through. For 19 minutes, that's going to be near impossible. And so you might break this up. For me, I'll probably do it in sets of 5 because I think I can do 5 relatively easily. We'll see as time goes on. Power snatches, again, I will probably drop every single one of them, but that's my style. Maybe I'll do 2 at a time. But I know power snatches take a lot out of me, and carrying the bar down takes a lot out too. Box jumps, it's 30 of them. If it was 15, I could probably knock them all out. At 30, I kind of need to be thinking, let's be smart. I don't want to kick my shin against this box. So you need to step back. I guess that was a pun intended. And think about what you're going to do on this workout. You can't just hit it and go all out, and you're gonna burn for sure because it's long. And the movements, you stick with that movement for quite some time. RX Plus has the same thing, except you don't get to do single unders, and you can't step up. The box gets bigger and the power snatch gets bigger. All right, then we're going to retest Nancy. So Nancy is the overhead squat workout. So you run around, do some overhead squats. There is a set weight of 95 and 65. I would encourage everyone, if you haven't done Nancy and you don't have a kick butt number like under 12 minutes or under maybe 15 minutes, keep working on this one to try to get it under 15 minutes. I think mine is like 13 something. And if 95 or 65 is way too heavy and your Nancy time would be like 45 minutes, then move over to these right here. So Nancy altered at 60%, or you can even go heavier if you feel like Nancy was way too easy for you. You can go to 80%. So I really want you running hard and moving fast to get a good Nancy score. These are one of those workouts, a named workout, that when you're in the CrossFit world, they're going to ask you, so what's your Nancy? And it's a good indicator of how well you move. Overhead squat is a painful, not very easy to do movement. If you're brand new, you won't be doing that. We'll probably just have you doing squats or maybe bar or PVC squats. It is a tough movement. And the next day, 8-minute AMRAP. This is a fun little one. It's 15 wall balls, 15 sit-ups. You should be able to keep knocking these out without stopping very much. You may stop at 7, pick the ball back up and keep going. Sit-ups, you won't stop at all. So RX Plus has an option in there with a higher target. So once you're done with that, you're going to rest a bit and move into your push press and your push jerk. Remember, push press is without rebending your knees. Push jerk, you will rebend your knees to catch it. Your coach will talk about your push press should be lighter than your push jerk. For example, my push press is about 190, and my push jerk, my split jerk's 215, so my push jerk is probably like 210. It's not, or maybe 205. It's not all that good. The split jerk is much better for me. So you're going to work on getting 1 rep max numbers for those 2 lifts. They're very similar, so as you do one, you're going to be ready for the next one. You don't need a lot of warm-up once you're doing one. And then on Friday, we're going to hit Diane. We've done this one before. It's a deadlift workout with a set weight. If you aren't there at that weight then or can't do handstand push-ups, then you can switch to Diane Altered and hit that. It should take you, well, some of us are going to do this really quick. Like Nathaniel will probably whip this puppy out in 3 minutes because he can knock the handstand push-ups pretty solidly. I'll probably take more like, I don't know, like 6 minutes or something. So this workout should go pretty quick. So spend lots of time warming up, practice your handstand push-ups, and then at the end work on some double unders for the next week and stretching and rolling and so forth. All right, so as promised, the rest of the week, Wodify is acting up a little bit. It's actually deleted 2 of my workouts, so I got to go back in there and re-enter them. But what I wanted to show you is instead of like we did in the beginning of the summer, where we did a week of big lifts, we're not going to do that because it killed everyone by Thursday and Friday. We were just having a hard time lifting. So the 18th, we'll do a shoulder press. The 20th will be your clean, aka the squat clean, and I'll be getting rid of one of those out of the system. So make sure that 1 rep max matches on both of those. And then the 25th, we will be doing back squat. Power snatch is just a reference for the workout. And then Wednesday, we have a deadlift. And on, I can see those are all the main lifts right there. And then we're also testing some of those named workouts that we like. We got Helen. It's probably my quintessential how fit are you. Your Helen number says a whole lot about what you can do. Grace and Helen combined says a whole lot about you. So we like to see those. And then our favorite, the old garage baseline. So we'll throw that in on the very last day. And that one right there should be a sweet kicker. You're going to run your butt off now that we all know how to run correctly. And do some easy push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. All right, y'all take care.